Saturday. Woohoo! I'm glad that you're all here with me. I just left Mindy's live. I'm not sure if she's done or not. She was still yakking when, when I clicked off to come over here, but you know, she'll be done. She'll be done in a hot second. So I'm just going to get started. I didn't want to, I didn't want to be late. I'm late to my own live. I didn't want to leave you guys hanging. So I hope everybody's doing great. I hope you're enjoying your weekend. We got some much needed rain all day today. It was a very dreary day, but it was very, very much needed here in Michigan. We've been in a drought for the entire summer. So it was great to get a whole day's soak of rain. The garden needed it, the lawn needed it, everything needed it. So I just want to, I know that everyone is probably sick to death about hearing about the Great Lakes Escape Retreat, and I'm going to apologize in advance, but I want to take a few minutes at the beginning of this video. I am going to do another, I'm just going to do it as a video and show everybody all of our sponsored items that we received in our swag bags, and just give a shout out to our sponsors for our door prizes. There is, if you're interested, there is a shared video in the community tab of my channel that Mindy put out the video for thanking all of our door prize sponsors. So if you want to go take a look at that, you can either see it on Mindy's channel or there's a link to it. It's in my community tab as well. So I want to take a minute. Oh, Mindy's live is still going, Tammy says. Well, she's just a chatty Cathy today, isn't she? That's fine. That's fine. We can, she'll be done soon. She'll be done soon. So I'm going to take a minute and say hi to everybody that's here first. And then I want to show you guys my Secret Santa gifts, because I have been to many retreats. This was my 6th retreat that I've been to, and my Secret Santa was absolutely amazing. And it's super funny because I had her last year for Secret Santa. So I want to show you guys everything that she got for me. And then we'll get into the diamond painting. And then, in case you weren't at Mindy's live, we'll share some news. So Diamond Heart, hi, I'm glad you're here. Dawn's here, and Judy, hi Judy, and Joe. Catherine's here, and Lisa, and Tammy. I saw you guys over at Mindy's live. Hi April, and Lori. Jody's over here. Hi Joe. Joe, did you get your train yet? Do you see it? Doesn't it look great? I'm going to get started on it. I kitted it up during Mindy's live, and I'm going to start on it tonight with you guys. So I'm excited. I'm really excited to start laying drills on this canvas. Rhonda's here. Hi, Rhonda, and Sherry, and Bethany. Bethany, I love Bethany. She's such a sweetheart. She was at the retreat too. Amanda's here. Hi, Amanda. Yes, Maddie and I are doing well. Maddie's going through some stuff, but she's, she'll come through the other side. She's a strong girl, but she's going through it right now. Hi, Gina and Peggy. Diamond painting, listen, that's the best thing to do, right? Cal's here. Hi, Cal. Lisa D. Yes, the retreat was a lot of fun. And Marissa's here. Oh my gosh, I feel so honored that Marissa popped in. Thank you so much, Marissa. I love Marissa. She hosts 2 diamond painting retreats for a couple years. The one was in Missouri, but back in Texas, and then she hosts another No Frills retreat in Texas, and her retreats are magnificent. She does an awesome job planning them. Everything is like done to a T. It's beautiful and professional, and she does a great job. And Susan, hello Susan. Lynn's here. Hi, Lynn. Lynn was my neighbor at the last, at the Great Lakes retreat. Her and Donna were our neighbors in our neighboring room. Joe's train is taking a tour of the country. I'm sorry, Joe. That sucks. Yes, Marissa, I will send you guys' love to Maddie. We were just talking about you guys last week and how, I don't know if it's the Texas Southern way or what, but you always made both, you and Tammy both, and Brandy and everyone always made Maddie and I feel just like family. You guys always made us feel so loved and so welcome. And it, you know, I just, I wish we stayed in touch more, is what Maddie and I were basically saying. Hi, Francesca. How are you? John's here. Hi, John. Berta's here. Hi, Berta. And Lisa. Oh, did I already say hi to you, Lisa? I did. But that's okay. I can say hi to you again. No matter, no matter. So, oh, hi, Shawana. How are you? Shawana's another friend from the retreats. So, and V, how are you, V? So Sean was my secret Santa at this last retreat. And I think I told you guys in my video or in my live last Saturday that it was really funny because as I'm getting my gifts, you know, over the course of the days, each one I open, I'm just like, wow, this person really knows me. Like this goes well beyond anything I put in my form. This person really, really knows who I am. So she did an amazing job. Hey, Mickey Joe's here. Hi, Mickey Joe. You know what, Marissa? I think that they do. You make everyone feel so welcome and so loved. You just, you know, it's an amazing feeling. Amazing. Felt like family immediately. Okay, so I want to show you guys what Sean got me. So Sean knows that I'm a Lego lover. Check out this puzzle. It's a Lego puzzle. It's a rainbow with 1,000 pieces. And can you imagine how hard this is going to be to put together? It is going to be an adventure. An adventure. I'll just show you I'll open it up and show you the pieces. Because I took a peek. I took a peek into the pieces. But they're just colors. So you're really going to have to, it's going to take some time. It's going to take some time to do this one. Maddie is a huge puzzle lover, and I love to do puzzles when I'm camping. So this will be a fun puzzle to work on when we're camping. So she got me that. She also got me, oh, did I tie this back up? I did. This is something that a craft that I've not yet tried, but that I've really, really been wanting to try. She got me 2 needle felting kits. This one is a little Labrador Retriever, and this one is a little cat. And it comes with everything you, oh, and they make keychains. Cute. So I will definitely be trying that. Not going to say I'm going to be any good at it, but I'm going to give it a try. I'll try anything once. She also got me 2 Lego notebooks, and this came with a Lego pen, and I'm using the pen's in my purse. I'm already using the pen. She also got me, now she was listening in a video when I said that my favorite movie of all time was Spaceballs. So she got me the princess's license plate, the Druidia Spoiled Rotten One license plate, which is adorable. That's going to go on my car. And probably my favorite Secret Santa gift was this. And you guys probably aren't going to know what this is, but everybody knows that I have chickens, right? So my chickens obviously lay eggs. And I love aprons. I'm a huge fan of aprons. This is an egg collecting apron. So it has little slots in here to collect the chicken eggs. Isn't that just the best? I love it. I love, 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 love it. Super cute. So this was my favorite by far. That one was my favorite. They were all magnificent, but that one was my favorite. She also got me, she went way overboard. She just killed it. These really cute, because she knows fall is my favorite season. This really cute strand of lights that is jack-o'-lanterns and maple leaves, orange maple leaves. And it takes batteries, which is awesome because I can hang it on the awning of the camper when we're camping. So that'll be awesome. Or I could put them up here in my craft room. Who knows? She also knows I love skulls. So I've got this really cute little skull project bag, sugar skulls. And inside is a whole pack of pens, sugar skull pens. And to go along with that, a skull notebook. Love this. This reminds me of a diamond painting that I have. And then she got me a whole pack. I don't know what she thought I was going to do with all these, but they're cute as heck. A whole pack of Lego slap bracelets. Whoops, I didn't do it right. But they're super cute. And then, but I'm not done yet. She, like I said, she went way overboard. She went way overboard. Something else in here. Oh, my first gift. She also knew my favorite color was orange. So she got me a plug-in and scent warmer with a cranberry mandarin scenty thing. And then, not done yet. She also got me snacks, which I have eaten already. Am I done? Am I done? Am I done? I think, wait, hold on. What else is in there? I think I might be missing one. I've got stuff everywhere here. I think I got them all. I think I got them all. Yes, I think I got them all. So that was awesome, and I wanted to just say thank you to Sean for being so thoughtful about everything that she picked out for me, because it was very, very much appreciated. Also, I wanted to share with you some gifts. Oh, I wanted to show you what I got in the white elephant. So we also do a white elephant, and this prize came out, and I stole it from someone. I stole it from Irene. And it's going to be awesome for my granddaughters. It's a battery-operated bubble blower. Super excited about that. I don't think I've ever ended up with a white elephant gift that was actually useful. So I'm excited about that. Then my friends Chris and Kel, who do Crafts and Coffee with Chris and Kel, they are so amazing. They brought me a wonderful little prize pack, and they're doing resin now, and they're doing a beautiful, beautiful job. They made Mindy a tray with flowers and her logo, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. But they made me this tray. Unexpected friendships are the best one, and this really means a lot to me. It's really, really sweet. I also got this bucket with candy and a pen and a sticker that says best friends. And this is my favorite thing of all. They took my logo from YouTube and turned it into a resin keychain. So I've been saving, I'm going to put this on my keys, but I've been waiting to do so until I showed it to you. But they're doing an amazing job with resin and a picture frame. So I want to say thank you to my friends Chris and Kel for that. And if you have not seen them, check them out for sure. Crafts and Coffee with Chris and Kel on YouTube. And then I also want to thank my friend Mindy, who gave me a storage container of my very favorite pill containers. She knows I love these. I know everybody hates these. They're still my favorite to this day. Can't convince me otherwise. So thank you to Mindy for those. And then as a gift of thanks for being on the committee, Sandy, who is Jennifer Roberts' mom, gave me this beautiful glass window hanger. Oops, I have it upside down. Sorry. But isn't that pretty with the daisies and the ladybugs? Love it. Then I also got some cards, some thank you cards, which was very, very thoughtful. I got one from Randy. You can call me Butter. I got one from, I think from Karen and from Mary Minner. So thank you, ladies, so, so very much. And I don't want to leave anybody out. I don't want to leave anybody out. Yep, Karen and Mary Minner. So then we also had a giveaway table for anybody who wanted to give away anything that they weren't using. And I was lucky enough to get right up there when one of the beautiful ladies at the retreat was unloading her package or her box of things that she had brought to put on the free table. And I snagged this awesome cross-stitch kit. It's a purse, of all these little purses. And I thought it was so cute. Super cute. So I'm looking forward to doing that one. It's 14 count Aida. It has beads. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. I'm not a big bead person with cross stitch, but you know what? I'll try anything once. I'll try anything once. Yes, Berta. Mindy gave me a storage case. Can you believe that? It was last year, Berta, she asked if I would use the Elizabeth Wards. And I do like Elizabeth Wards quite a bit. And, you know, Berta was coming from Alaska, so I didn't, you know, really think. Now, if it was me flying from Alaska, I wouldn't try to stuff all that stuff into my suitcase. She brought me 5 Elizabeth Ward containers. Oh, goodness. Okay, sorry, I had to take a drink. This is my first glass of wine. You guys know that I had that nasty infection for well over a month. And then I took a bottle of wine to the retreat, but I was so busy. And Marissa, I have a complete new respect for you with running the retreats. I came home and I was so sore from running around that I just had to die for a couple of days. So what was I saying? I never even opened my bottle of wine that I took to the retreat. And I've been busy all week, so I haven't had any wine. So this is my first glass of wine in probably 6 weeks, which might be some kind of record. So one other thing that I got at the retreat that I want to show you guys, because I need these for my painting, so I'm just going to show you while I'm at it. I had the I hadn't been able to order any custom release papers from Crafts with Crashly, which was bad on my part. So they made for everybody's swag bags personalized release papers with the Great Lakes Escape 2023 logo on them. So everybody got, I think, 5 of those. And then I bought some more, and then Crashly gave me a few. So I got some really cute ones, some peacocks, some steampunk, some kittens as wizards, some llamas, some dragons, more steampunk, some sugar skulls, and a frog. I'm sorry if you hear that loud booming outside. My son and my husband are out there shooting off leftover fireworks because they know that I'm live right now and they like to irritate me. Then, Kerwin, Crashly's husband, was doing personalized photo release papers that he would print off on site. And Mindy will probably kill me for showing these to you, but I'm going to show them to you anyways. So this was the first one. So he took our picture and then put our background into it after the fact. You know, just a nice picture of Mindy and I looking sweet and innocent like we are. Then we got a little bit crazy. So here's the second one. Then we were Charlie's Angels. And then we were just looking lovingly into each other's eyes. So I love these. I will cherish these forever. I'll probably use these last so they don't get, you know, used up. Oh, Mindy showed them, Bethany? I must have missed that. I have been so stinking busy this week. I am so behind on all of my videos. Right, Marissa? Oh my gosh, I never knew my body could be so sore. It was crazy. It was absolutely crazy. I don't think I sat down for longer than 5 minutes at a time. Oh, Sean, the storage containers was you? Oh, I am so sorry. You know what? I must have gotten them. Okay, when I packed up, I tried to keep my stuff together. I must have gotten them confused because Mindy did give me a pack of storage containers too. I'm so sorry, Sean. Let me give credit where credit is due. Sean gave me those storage containers. Nate just said sorry, Sean. Nate's butting his big head in here. Oh, yeah, Sean, you definitely blew the budget. You know what? I did too. I gotta say, I felt kind of bad because I'm gonna make an admission here. Um, I, in order to get nice, I probably spent double what the budget was, and that's just between me and you. But whatever. I did what I had to do. Oh, yes. Yes, and I can't, my scissors, she also got me the most adorable pair of very, very, very nice scissors for crochet, for cutting yarn. And they're absolutely, these aren't it. They're beautifully decorative and gorgeous, and they have an orange tassel that hangs from them, which orange is my favorite color, and they're beautiful. But I'm already using them, and they're out by my recliner. And then she also got me some a crochet, oh, and my crochet bag is already holding a project too, Sean. Thank you so much for reminding me. So she also got me a yarn, a crochet project bag, which is going to be it's the perfect size for projects on the go, and also some finger pads for stitching. So yes, thank you, Sean, for thank you, Sean. I'm so sorry. I feel terrible that I left all that out. Oh, hi, Karen. I didn't even see you come in. Yeah, Sean definitely rocked it. Oh, that's a good idea. Pass out the bracelets at the retreat. Good idea. I'll slap people with them. Oh, Jennifer Dunn's here too. I didn't see you, Jennifer. Hi. Yes, the egg apron is super, super. It's my favorite. It's definitely my favorite. So, I think that you guys, you didn't give me the plug-in, Sean? Uh-oh, that's a mistake then, because that was left on that was the first gift I got, and it was left on my desk as a Secret Santa gift. I bet you that was intended for somebody else. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, the pads. Oh, Sean. The pads are for my callus for diamond painting. That didn't even occur to me. I thought it was for stitching. Because look at how ugly my finger is. I've always got that huge ugly callus there from diamond painting. Sean, you're so thoughtful. You think of everything. You are awesome. Thank you so much. I can't say thank you enough. You did an amazing job. Hi, Dawn. How are you? And Sue and Marianne. Hello. Oh, and the sticker. Oh my gosh. Okay, you guys know the sticker is my favorite, but I've already put it on something. I had to put that on something, right? I put it on my side of my computer desk right when I got home. You know that part in Spaceballs, and I don't know, maybe you guys aren't aware of them or familiar with the movie Spaceballs, but Lord Helmet at one point is asking his underlings their name, and their name is asshole. That's their name, asshole. So he's going around saying, "Are you an asshole? Are you an asshole? Are you an asshole? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir." And then he says, "I knew it. I'm surrounded by assholes." So she got me a sticker with what's his name? I can't think of his name right now, but it says, "I knew it. I'm surrounded by assholes," and it's super, super fun. Oh, you get a callus there from writing, Marissa? See, I don't write very often, so it's gotta be diamond painting. And I don't crochet, I don't hold my hook that way, so it can't be crochet. It's definitely diamond painting. And then I'm so glad Caden isn't here, because I did purchase a new pen from Enablers Outpost. Because, you know, Caden always rags on me about this pen. And my friend Sue also purchased for me a gorgeous pen from Bistro Blanks. And I am going to admit something very believable, but embarrassing. I have still not completely unpacked. And I looked everywhere for those pens today, and I could not find them. So they're somewhere mixed in with my retreat stuff. Oh, first gift was a storage box. Yeah, I don't know where that plug-in came from. Somebody must have put it on the wrong desk. Oh, well, it's mine now, right? So we're going to get started. I'm going to get started now on this Scenic Steamer, which I don't know if you saw it. I unboxed it yesterday, but it is so awesome. And I know I say this, but I mean it this time. This will get worked on till completion. It's the perfect size, and it's a image that I love, and I'm just wild about it. Completely wild about it. So I do have to work on Mindy and I's joint project, because it is my turn to work on what is it? Sunday Morning in Spring. I don't know why I can never remember the name of that darn painting, but I do have to work on that. So I should get a cover minder here to hold my cover back. Where are my cover minders? Dun dun dun. They should be right here. Uh-oh. Where did my cover minder holder go? I've got a gorgeous cover minder holder. Do you hear all that junk? That was a can falling. Don't worry. It's not a mess in here. It took me 20 minutes because you guys know I'm a wrecking ball, right? So as I was packing for the retreat and going through my craft room and getting out all the things that I needed, I kind of just piled everything onto my table here in the craft room. And I haven't been back into the craft room since the retreat to do any sort of work. So I came in here tonight and it was piled high. So I had to quickly just get everything off my table so I could set up a workstation. And I don't think that, obviously things didn't go where they were meant to go. But, it'll be fine. It'll be all right. There's, it's a new day. It's a new day tomorrow. And I can work on stuff tomorrow. I have been working primarily on doilies since I've been back from the retreat. I have been diamond painting a little bit on the canvas that I started at the retreat from Crystal Canvas Art. It's the one that says Hello Fall. You guys haven't seen it yet because when I did my live last Saturday and showed what I had purchased, it was on my desk down in the craft room. I was working on it. So maybe next week on my live, I will work on that and show you my progress. So I have been working on that. And I do need to work on Sunday Morning in Spring. I think Mindy and I are going to get together for the our second annual yarn crawl. Middle of the Mitten yarn crawl is going to be taking place the end of this month. And there are 10 or 11 stores participating this year. And they're different. Some of them are different stores than what we had gone to last year. So that's happening the 22nd through the 29th. And I'm really excited about that. We had such a good time last year going to as many stores as we could. I don't remember exactly how many we made it to out of the list, but we didn't do bad for just taking one day to do it. We didn't do too bad. So I want to make sure that we hit some of the stores that are new, that we didn't go to last year. And so I got to save all my crafting money for the rest of the month for that. July's going to be an expensive month. And I did show you the yarn that I bought from the hand dyer that Mindy brought to the retreat. It was gorgeous, gorgeous yarn. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. I got 3 hanks. I don't know what I'll do with it. I'll find something. Sean says she's unpacked, laundry done, crafts back where they belong. Can you come to my house, Sean? Can you extend your Santa responsibilities and come to my house? Oh, Sue, you haven't unpacked yet either? Oh, Marissa, that makes me feel so much better that you didn't unpack for a month. That makes me feel a lot better. You know what? It was a lot. And then I know that most of you were probably at Mindy's live, but for those of you who were not, we did make the announcement that her and I have stepped down as committee members for the Great Lakes retreat for next year. And the reason for that is that we have decided to host our own retreat next year. So that'll be May 2nd through 5th of 2024 here in Michigan. And it'll be not a no frills retreat, but a low frills retreat. We're going to focus primarily on just friendship and crafting together and having fun. So Sean says things have a place and I need to put them in their place. I wish I felt that way. I wish. I know, right, Marissa? Sean over here making us look unproductive. She is, too. She's making me look bad. Well, what happened was we got home Sunday. I flopped into my recliner and didn't move until I had to go pick Nate up. He got home from South Carolina at about 7:30. So I had to pick him up. And then he wanted to go to his grandparents because my brother and sister-in-law were in town from Nashville, and they and his cousin. So he wanted to go see his cousin and his aunt and his uncle. So that was Sunday, and then Monday I needed to absolutely recover. I didn't move. I literally sat there and watched TV and didn't move all day Monday. Tuesday was 4th of July, so Maddie and her boyfriend came over and went swimming during the day, and it was hot, hot, hot. And then we went to the party at my mother and father-in-law's Tuesday afternoon to night and, did fireworks and all that stuff. And then Wednesday, Mindy and I got up bright and early and met over at the Double J Resort where we're going to have our retreat just to check the place out and, get a lay of the land and see what it was all about. It's about a 2.5 hour drive for me. For Mindy, I think it's 2. So not quite as far. But we did that on Wednesday. And then Thursday, I needed another day to rest. And then Jeff has been off work all week. So yesterday, I spent the day with him out in the garden and out in the yard working on stuff. And then I had my crochet live with Mindy in the afternoon. And just chilled after that. Jeff made us steaks and shrimps on the grill. And green beans from the garden. I picked our first, I don't know how many people Jeff thinks are in our family. There's only 3 of us, but he planted enough green beans for an army. So I picked green beans yesterday, and it was an entire, huge colander bubbling over with green beans. It was insane. It was so we have eaten green beans the last 2 nights. Yes, Karen. Yes, I want you to come. Yes, Francesca too. Absolutely. No, Sean, it's not September. It's May. It's May. Hi, Joni. How are you? No, Lisa, I have not gotten my earrings. As soon as we're finished, I will message her and ask her to bring them when we meet up to go on our yarn crawl. I think that we were both just so busy getting ready for the retreat. Every time we got together, it was just all business all the time. And so now that that's over with and we can relax a little bit and do some more fun stuff, I'll remind her. I will remind her. But I'm sure I will love them. And so thank you in advance. Thank you so much in advance. Oh, see? She's going to go get them now. Oh, Francesca, you're in Michigan too? I didn't realize that. That's awesome. Yeah, so the thing we're going to do a little bit different is it is going to be a first come, first serve. So it's as soon as the registration goes live, it'll be the first 40 people that sign up will be attending. And then we will start on a wait list if need be. And like I put in the registration form, and Marissa can attest to this, and Mindy, don't be discouraged if you're on the wait list, because people back out all the time. You know, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're not going to be able to go just because you're on the wait list. So I think that for Great Lakes Escape for this year, we started out with, I want to say it was close to 50 people on the wait list, and we went through over 20 of them. So, you know, that's a good indicator of how, you know, how far it can go down. And just things come up. Like my daughter Maddie was originally signed up to go, but she couldn't, she had to back out because she got tickets for Taylor Swift. So she, of course, was going to go see her girl Tay Tay instead of coming to the retreat. She's been a Taylor Swift fan since she was little, so she could not give up that opportunity to go see Taylor. So, you know, just things come up and people can't make it. And so, you know, yeah, it'll all work out. But it should be a lot of fun. And like Mindy was saying, it is going to be a little bit more of an adventure. You know, as far as it's a ranch. It's a true ranch, but the food looks amazing, and the meeting room is going to be super fun. You know, has a beautiful picturesque. The whole one wall is all windows and looks out onto the golf course. And there's a pond out there, and it's really pretty. And you know, there's a fire pit right out there. So it's just going to be good, relaxing fun. And I'm really looking forward to that. I have to say, you know, even though I do love the swag and the door prizes and all of that stuff that goes along with, you know, full-fledged retreats, my most relaxing and enjoyable retreat of the 6 that I've been to was at Marissa's No Frills retreat in Texas 2 years ago. It was just really, it was, I don't know, it was just very relaxing to me. Very relaxing and laid back. So, and like Mindy said, it's not going to be completely no frills, but it's not going to be, we're not going over the top either. And a little bit more intimate of a setting too, with 40 people rather than 62. So, and I like that. I prefer you know, a little bit smaller gathering. It's easier to make connections with people, I have found. And it feels more like you're part of a community, you know, rather than separate factions all over the place. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I could be. And you know what? Everybody has different preferences and different taste. But for me, I really enjoyed that. Yeah, we will have some goodies. Yes. Oh, really, Marissa? See, I couldn't. Yes, wait lists are a great thing. I didn't sign up for Lone Star Retreat this year, unfortunately, and I've gone the last 2 years because Maddie got engaged. And I had to save money for her wedding. So I was like, nope, I can't even sign up for it because I have no business spending any money on, you know, anything other than this wedding. Well, as most of you know, Maddie and Austin have since broken up. So I might need to get my name on that wait list, Marissa, because you know, my funds have opened up. I no longer have to save for a wedding. I'd love to come back to Texas. I love Texas. Hey, Mickey Joe, how are you? Mickey Joe's here. Oh, am I really? Awesome. Thank you, Marissa. That's amazing. You just let me know and I can pay. I can pay. So, what else is going on? What else? What else? So yeah, Maddie went to Taylor Swift. She had a great time. Oh my gosh, she had though. I wish she could be here with me tonight, but her and her boyfriend Nate. Yes, she has a boyfriend named Nate, which makes it extremely confusing around the house here. Uh, she is going tubing tomorrow. Now, I don't know, is tubing a thing throughout the country or is that like a Michigan thing? We have tons and tons of rivers in the state, and going tubing is like a big thing in the summer. So her and her boyfriend and some friends are going tubing tomorrow. So she needed to get an early night so she would be ready to hit the road um, to go tubing. And essentially, all you do is ride down the river in an inflatable tube and drink a lot of beer. It's pretty much all it is. So it's like canoeing without the work, canoeing without any exercise. I saw a picture from a Michigan river, and I don't remember which Michigan river it was, but it was over the 4th of July holiday weekend. And it was a picture of the river and the entire river, and it was probably, I'm going to guess, like 20 feet wide at the point that the picture was taken, was completely covered from shore to shore with tubes and canoes. Like you couldn't even see the surface of the water. It was just all canoes and tubes. It was crazy. I would not like that. I would not like that. Jeff and I've always been into canoeing. My dad took me canoeing a lot when I was a kid. And Jeff and I used to canoe a lot when we were younger. And I'd rather canoe than tube. It's a lot more fun to me. But there's a river here in Michigan that is well known for being like the party river. If you're going canoeing or tubing on the Rifle River, it's a party river. And so the one year after we all had kids, us and our friends all had kids, we got together and decided we were going to take all of our kids. This was before we had Nate. We were going to take all of our kids and camp and go canoeing. Okay. So, seemed harmless enough. So, a good family activity. Well, we went on a weekend. And oh, was that ever a mistake? This was during a time, and I don't know if this is popular anymore because we haven't done it in so long. But this was during a time when it was extremely popular to lift your shirt for beads. So all these people my kids saw more boobs that day than they've ever seen in their lives. Because all these ladies are lifting their shirts so that the guys could throw beads at them. It was insane. It was crazy. I was so glad that day that I didn't have a son. You know what I mean? That I had daughters instead of a son. And, here we are with our kids and we're canoeing down the river. And don't get me wrong, I mean, we were having some root beers. We weren't total sticks in the mud. But here we are with our, two families with our kids. And guys were yelling at me and my friend, moms, show us your boobs, show us your boobs. And I'm like, my kids are right here in the canoe with me. I don't think so. You can keep your beads. It was crazy. That was a crazy weekend. So that's the last time we ever went canoeing on the Rifle River with the kids on the weekend. Oh, tubing is a thing in Texas and Colorado. Okay. And in Pennsylvania. Cool. Oh, and in Canada. Wow. That's awesome. How many beads did I get to? I didn't get any beads that trip. Not that trip. Now, there was a separate time because after that, Jeff and I went back to that campground. Just him and I. We used to have one weekend a year where him and I would go camping without the kids, just as like a little getaway just for us. So we went back there to that same campground without the kids and went tubing. And I did procure some beads that year. Of course, there were a lot of root beers drank before that happened. Mindy, if we tube at our retreat, will you throw me beads? That's a question I have. Oh, Tammy, it's called whitewater rafting. Yeah, we don't have much whitewater. And not on any of the rivers I've ever been on. Oh, Wisconsin has a couple places. Okay, Gail. No, Margaret, you're not invisible. I see you. I see you. Did I not say hi to you, Margaret? I am so sorry if I missed you. It was going pretty fast there for a second. So a little bit more about so Mindy is so funny. Mindy and I shared a room at the Great Lakes Escape Retreat. We were roommates. And, we got there on Wednesday and we didn't leave until Sunday. So that's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's 5 days. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, 5 days. We were there together in a hotel room. And we got super lucky. Our room had a recliner in it. And as you guys know, I don't sleep in a bed when I'm at home. I sleep in my recliner. So it was awesome for me because I got to sleep in the recliner and it was so comfortable. But anyway, I think it was Saturday night. We went back to our room and Mindy and I were talking, as we were getting ready for bed or whatever. And I went in to use the bathroom and, kept talking and we're just chit-chatting. And all of a sudden Mindy says, Angie, we have reached a new level of our relationship. I'm like, what? Apparently, because we were talking, I went in and started peeing without even closing the door. So she's like, yep, we have reached a new level of our relationship. We're talking, you're going to the bathroom without even shutting the door. I'm like, oh yeah, oops, sorry. High class individual right here. High class. It was funny though. Yeah, we will freeze our patucuses off in the beginning of May, wouldn't we, Gail, in Michigan? Did I miss you twice, Margaret? I am so sorry. I am so sorry, Margaret. I feel terrible. I try not to miss. My iPad is a little farther away. I can't make any excuses. I missed you, Margaret. I'm super sorry. Lynn, how do you say that? Tuscarawas River is close to us. Tuscarawas. Yeah, at least it wasn't a doo-doo, right? Nope, I didn't do that to you. I don't know, is anybody else like this? I'm a shy pooper. If I'm in, like, away from home, I can't go. So 5 days, it's weird because like my body knew I was almost home and I got about 20 miles from home and I was like, ooh, I gotta go. I need to get home now. I gotta go. But I'm usually a shy pooper. As Marissa knows, because last year at the Lone Star retreat, it was right after my surgery, and I was having problems with that anyway. And Maddie and I felt so terrible, but Maddie and I actually ended up leaving for home on Saturday night because I hadn't been able to go and I was in such immense pain. Oh, so yeah, Maddie's going tubing tomorrow. I hope she has a good time. And then she, I don't know, Maddie. What can I say about Maddie? So she moved back home. She's not into Grandma's house yet, but she's not living here either. She has been staying with the new boyfriend. which I don't particularly approve of, but she's 25 years old, so I really don't have a say. She, started her new job at the new dealership when she came back, when she originally moved back. She didn't like it, so she quit again. So this is how many jobs now? So now she has gotten another new job at a semiconductor facility that is in our area. It's like, I don't know what semiconductor means, but I do know that we are close enough to it that we have all of these emergency sirens. They built all these emergency sirens within a so many mile radius just in case there's like a meltdown. So it's a little bit nuclear. I don't know the specifics. But they must do something slightly dangerous, or else we wouldn't have these emergency sirens, throughout the area. But she was hired there for accounts payable, so she's starting there. I think she had to do a drug test, and she had to do a drug test and a safety training, and then she'll start there. So, she's just being Maddie, flowing where the wind takes her. Oh, to be young again, right? Oh, to be young again. But, it is a little bit concerning for me because I hate to see her not settled, only because she's about to turn 26. And so when she turns 26 and being unmarried, she will drop off my health care. So she's currently still covered under my health care insurance. And, I worry about that for her. But, of course, being young, she doesn't worry about it as much as Jeff and I do. And someone had mentioned checking into Cobra, and I did, and it is insanely expensive. Like, insanely expensive to get the coverage that she would need. So that just isn't an option for us. So hopefully, I think it's 6 months she has to be at the new place before her benefits take over. So hopefully she'll be in there, quickly, and get that time under her belt. Yes, Mindy, this is this train painting. I just started it. Isn't it pretty? I love it. I love it so much. And I had mentioned yesterday when I did the unboxing, I think I'm going to use sparklers in these areas that are supposed to be like brass metallic up here in the steam engine, on the bell and on the ribbing here. I'm going to use sparklers to make it stand out a little bit more, and probably right here. This is charted for ABs right here, but I think I'm going to do metallics. Oh, I'm so sorry, Margaret. Good night. The Shenandoah in Front Royal has awesome tubing down the river. Cool. Oh, Mindy, why am I still using the ugly pen? I explained that. I'm using the ugly pen because I haven't unpacked yet, and I can't find my new pens. And I love the ugly pen. It's the most comfortable pen I've ever had. Yeah, I think sparklers are going to look really good there, Mickey Joe. And I'm not a person who usually blings up their paintings, but I'm looking forward to sticking some on this one. It's got a lot of ABs. It's got a ton of ABs that came with the kit. Like all of the flowers are ABs. A lot of the grass is actually ABs. So it should be really neat when it's done. I'm looking forward to it. Definitely looking forward to it. So yeah, I had a really enjoyable time being on the retreat committee for Great Lakes Retreat. It was a learning experience. It was fulfilling. I definitely enjoyed it. But I think that I'm also going to enjoy this new adventure, and I'm really looking forward to that too. Um, it's going to be fun. It's going to be a great time. It's just going to be, it's going to be different. Yes, Mickey Joe. That new pen that she got is pretty. And it's funny because that one wasn't out when I originally went and looked. I originally went and looked at all their pens when the vendor room first opened, and I bought the one that I got. And then Mindy came down, I don't know if it was the next day or later, and she had the one that she got. And I'm like, I didn't see that. Oh, goodness. Oh, and Mickey Joe, you know what? It might be a little cool in the spring, but Mindy didn't mention, and I forgot all about until now. Um, the Double J Resort where we'll be hosting the retreat next spring does have a campground. So if Ronnie wanted to bring the camper and come along with, there is a campground there. So that could be fun too. And I think that Jeff and Nate might go camp there while we're at the retreat. They might take the camper and go to the campground because Jeff spent his childhood up in that area, going to the sand dunes and stuff, as a kid, vacationing there. And so he'd like to take Nate, and they're going to probably do some fishing and, go see the lighthouses and stuff. So, yeah, I think that him and Nate plan on coming camping while we're there. So that'll be fun. Yes, Mickey Joe. I thank you, Lynn. It was my pleasure. We like camping in cooler weather too. Our favorite time to go camping is fall. We love going fall camping. Um, and so it's in Michigan. A lot of the campgrounds will stay open through hunting season. A lot of the state campgrounds, anyway, will stay open through hunting season, which starts November 15th. So you know, we've actually been camping in November, in a tent, and that was miserable. I'll never do that again. But in a camper, it would be just fine when you have heat and you're off the ground and everything. That will be just fine. In May, the first week of May, it should be pretty nice. There's at least going to be blossoms on the trees, and the grass will be green. And, we've had some hot days in May too. So you never, with Michigan, you kind of never know. But it's definitely not going to be too cold. Just, a little, it'll be springtime cool probably. Oh yeah, bonfires are great in the fall. Great in the fall. We used to really, really enjoy going Halloween camping. Um, I think I've talked about it before, about winning the prize for the best decorated campsite for Halloween at the one campground that we used to go to, Crystal Lake. Um, we won first place one year and third place the other year. So it was really fun. But I really miss camping, and it doesn't look like, I know I talked about that we were going to get a season, or not a seasonal, but a monthly campsite after the retreat for a month, and it doesn't look like we're going to be able to do that, not because we don't want to, but because apparently since the pandemic, camping has become just outrageously popular as a vacation alternative for people, and there's no availability. So it's crazy because we used to be able to get a monthly site at this particular campground, whenever, on the spot, whenever we wanted. And now they have a wait list for it. So it has just really increased in popularity. Um, Camping has since then as a, alternative vacation. Yes, Mindy, your pen is beautiful. You know what, Tammy, you're right. It is more beautiful than it is on the site. And I find that is so often the case with diamond paintings. Is it, Mickey Joe? See, was it always like that, or has it changed like in the last couple years? For us, it has changed in the last couple years. We used to be able to get in no problem, and now there's a wait list for everything. It's kind of annoying, really. I want to be like, hey, we've been coming here for years, Find a spot. Find a spot for us. But Nate had a great time in Myrtle Beach. He came home super sunburned, even though we packed him 2 cans of spray on um, sunscreen. He came back as red as a lobster. Well, he is very, very fair skinned anyway, and he didn't have a tan. So, yeah, he came home sunburned, but he had a good time. And it was funny because my kids have always complained about what a terrible driver I am on road trips. And they always complain that they get car sick because of my driving. So Nate texted me the one day we were at the retreat, and I just started cracking up because he texted me. He's like, "Mom, I just want to tell you I'm sorry for ever saying you were a bad driver." He was like, "Ian's mom is worse than you." Like, I accept your apology, bud. Right? Yeah, right. Jennifer and Mickey Joe, it used to be you could just go and get a spot, and now you've got to plan a year in advance. So I probably should start thinking about next year and get something planned. But it's hard because Jeff, the way they alternate, he's on call every 3rd week for work, and then the way the vacation board goes, they can't put in for their requests for summer until May. So he doesn't know for sure because then vacations are granted based on seniority. And anymore, he's up there in seniority, but there are still a couple of guys who have more seniority than him. So they get the kind of the first pick. And so it's hard to make any advanced plans because we never know until May whether or not he'll be able to get the time off. So it makes it hard for people, to just fly by the seat of their pants. But we're in the market right now. Jeff's new passion is kayaking. So he bought himself a kayak a couple of years ago, maybe 3 years ago. And he's been river fishing from a kayak with his brother-in-law for the past 3 years, over the 4th of July week. And he wants to get 2 more kayaks so that all 3 of us can go together. And the prices of kayaks has absolutely skyrocketed. Again, after the pandemic, used to be able to get one for like, a good one for like $700, and now they want like $1,200 for the same thing. It's crazy. Thank you, Mindy. I think I drive just fine too. I think I'm an excellent driver. We were talking about that. Well, I don't remember where we were talking about it, but I have when I can never go on a cruise because I would I don't like the idea of not being able to like get off when I want to or have my own mode of transportation. So Mindy was laughing. She was like, "Is that why you always insist on driving when we go places?" I'm like, "Yup." I always want to make sure I have my own vehicle whenever I go anywhere. It's always been that way. And it's weird because, okay, for those of you that are married, in your marriage, are and this might be a really sexist thing to say, and so I apologize. But historically, like if you go someplace and you go with your husband or wife, the man usually drives. At least that's been my experience in life. It is not the case with Jeff and I, and it never has been. If we go somewhere as a family, or as a couple, I'm always the one who drives. Always. I'm never the passenger when Jeff and I are together in a car. And I just find that a little bit interesting. Like when Mindy and Dale showed up, when we went to the Double J on Wednesday, and Dale was driving. Like I was like, "Oh, Dale's driving," and because for me, I am always the driver, and I forget that for most people, the husband drives. Thank you, Sue. Sue says I'm a good driver too. Yeah, right, Mickey Joe? I don't want to be there with somebody. Yeah, I don't want to not be able to get off or to get away. I don't like to be trapped. I just hate the idea of being trapped somewhere. Oh, you bought a blow up kayak. That's awesome. See, Jennifer, we don't do it on a lake, we do it on rivers. And so a lot of times there are, branches and sticks. And sometimes in Michigan, like with this year, with not having a lot of rainfall, a lot of the rivers are really shallow and have rocky bottoms. So I would be a little bit leery of that on the rivers. Because on a lake, maybe you could just swim back to shore, but if you're on a river, you're screwed. Oh, Jody, Dwayne drives when you guys go. You can't take his backseat drive. Oh my God, Jeff has been getting bad at that. Oh my gosh. So it's kind of a silent battle we're having. Do any of you have silent battles with your significant others? Jeff and I have all these silent battles that we are a part of. One of them is that he thinks, okay, because where we live is kind of it's out away from town a little bit. So to get to the part of town where all the retail stores are, we have to drive about 20 minutes. So I take a certain route to get there, and Jeff takes a certain other route to get there. And so he's had this thing lately where he wants me to go his way down Center Road. And I'm like, no, I don't like Center. So now I like every turn I make, he's like, are you gonna go down Center? I'm like, nope, not going down Center. It would have been faster if you would have gone down Center. I'm like, not doing it. Sorry. You want to drive? You can do it on Center. If you're gonna ride with me, you go down whatever road I go down. Tammy's husband always drives. Okay. Hates the way you hate the way he drives. Oh, I can't stand the way. And I think that's why I always drive, because I can't stand the way Jeff drives. All right, speed limit. Like I said, it takes 20 minutes to get to the retail areas. Speed limit's 45. I will put my foot on the accelerator until I'm at 45 miles an hour, 49 if I'm being honest. And I will retain my foot on the accelerator at that speed. Here's how Jeff drives. So we're always like, he'll speed up to the speed limit and then slow back down. And then speed up again and then slow back down. It's like, dude, like, can't you have your foot remain stationary? It's so annoying. Lynn said her mom always drove. She was a horrible passenger. Yeah. Dad just let her drive so she'd be quiet. Yeah. Hi, Sue. How are you? I owe Sue a phone call so bad. I'm so sorry, Sue. You caught me on 2 nights where I went to bed incredibly early. And Jeff's been off this week, and he has pretty much been demanding my attention during the day. So, and we had relatives here from out of town until Thursday. They went home. And so I have been just, as in the words of my grandma, busier than a cat covering up on a tin roof. Oh, Jody, that would drive me nuts. No. Oh, Jennifer drives on Sundays. His day off. Sherry takes turns. That's a good way to do it. Gina takes turns too. All right. Oh, Tammy, that would drive me nuts, getting on their tail and then, yeah. My daughter, Maddie, I can't stand to ride with her. She is a horrible tailgater. Horrible tailgater. Last year when we went to Missouri for the Lone Star retreat, we switched off on driving because I said I had just had my surgery and I was not doing well with sitting in the car and driving for long periods of time. So we switched off driving, and she is such a bad tailgater. Drives me nuts. Drives me nuts. In fact, one day she was coming over to our house, and she was behind Jeff as he was coming home from work. Jeff didn't realize that it was her behind him, and she was tailgating him. And so he was pissed off that she was tailgating, but he didn't know it was her. And he brake checked her real quick, and she almost rear-ended him. I'm not advocating brake checking, but I'm just saying it's effective. I've done it. I have also, you hear like you learn in driver's training or whatever to be a defensive driver. No, I am an offensive driver. I will not, I hate people who, when there's a lane closure, they see like 2 miles in advance left lane is going to be closed, and they still speed past everybody and wait until the last possible second to get over. I don't let them in. Never. I will never let them in. Exactly, Jennifer. I'm going my way. Yeah, yep. That's how I am too. I tell them if you want to drive, and I think the driving thing started because it used to be, I'm sorry, I got to pour a little bit more wine. It used to be, well, it still is. Jeff has a CDL that he needs for his job, so he will never ever drink and drive. So, not that I drink and drive either, but when we do go out to dinner or something, Jeff will have a couple root beers at dinner. And so I was always the designated driver whenever so that's how it kind of started with us, with me driving, and then it just kind of morphed into me driving everywhere we went. Yeah, I haven't talked to Sue since before the retreat. I got to get in touch with you, Sue. Oh, your husband does that, Tammy? Oh, that irks me. That irks me so bad. I hate those people. They say, I feel like they think that their time is more valuable than mine, Like, I got in way back there when I was notified that the lane was going to close. Your destination is no more important than mine. One time, though, this was when I was much, much younger, much more idealistic, and not quite as laid back as I am in my older age. I was driving down a road, And I had my daughter. I didn't have Maddie yet. I only had Emily, so I was very young. Um, and I honked at a guy in front of me because I don't even remember what he did, but he did something stupid. And he made me mad. In fact, my daughter Emily used to say, if I would honk and yell at another driver, which I used to do commonly in the car, my daughter Emily would say, Mama, is he an idiot or a moron? Because I always called people idiots and morons when I was driving. And so I had honked at this guy. I don't remember what he did, but we got stopped at the next stoplight and he was stopped right in front of me. It was a summer day. I had my window rolled down and he put his vehicle in park and got out of his car, and this was way before road rage was even a thing, and was stomping back towards my car with me and Emily in it as a baby. I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, what do I do? I quickly rolled up my window. I think that was the last time I ever honked at anybody. I learned my lesson. Sue, I know, I just told you. You caught me sleeping. I have been going to bed super early. And both times you called me I was sleeping, and then Jeff has been home and he's demanded my attention during the day. I haven't had time for myself at all. So I know I owe you a call. I definitely owe you a call, and I'm sorry. Monday, Jeff will be back to work. Things will be back to normal. I can go on with my life. Because I've got a yarn video I need to get out to everybody. And I owe some phone calls for sure. I have to talk to Jody. I haven't talked to Jody in a while. I've been in recovery mode. Thank you, Wondrous Natures. I love it. I'm super excited about this one. And it's such a great size. I just love the size, 60 by 80. Yes, yarn video, Jody, for sure, for sure. For sure, yarn video. Woohoo! Oh, you ordered some of the Millens from Hirschner's? Nice, Jody. I wondered how those would be. I love Hirschner. Was that your first order from Hirschner's? I do love ordering from Hirschner's. I think they have very nice yarn. Even their plain acrylic is nice yarn and reasonable. And then they also have, big brand yarn. They have, Lion Brand and the like. But the Hirschner's brand yarn, I think, is very nice for the price. And they have a lot of colors. They sell Premier and a lot of other brands too, and a lot of other crafts. I got two big latch hook kits from Hirschner's. I think I showed you guys those on one of my other lives. One of them is a Christmas tree skirt, and the other one is a pillow. I haven't worked on those much this summer just because the canvases are so big and they've got to sit across my lap. So hopefully in the fall I can get back to those, because the Christmas tree skirt definitely I want to have finished before next Christmas. And don't worry, Joe, if you're still there, it's not going to be for a gift for anyone. Joe's keeping tabs on me this year to make sure I don't stress myself out by making it mandatory that I have to craft Christmas gifts for everyone. I'm not doing it. But I do think Jeff and Nate are going to do knives for everyone. They're doing forging, and Nate has really been getting into welding. Let me show you guys a picture real quick. Yes, Hirschner's is the best for latch hook kits, Bonnie. They're beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Oh my gosh, Lynn, that's hilarious. Your parent says moron. That's awesome. So Nate, in addition to forging, has now become a welder. So Nate is starting to do welding as well. And Jeff says he's really good. So that was Nate last night out welding like a sword blade. He was not happy to have his picture taken. And then this was the fireworks display. I don't know how well you can see that, but that's the fireworks display with Nate and his cousin Brendan as they were getting ready to set it off on 4th of July. Oh, see, Joe is listening. I knew Joe was listening. He'll hold me to it. He will. Yes, Bonnie, you are right. Baby yarn is hard to find in non-pastel colors, and they do have a great selection. They do. Who got put in a timeout? Oh, John got put in a timeout. Oh, what did John do? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Kevin Stone Metal Sculptures on Facebook. Okay, everybody look that up. I would love to see, Nate is a, I don't want to say a unique kid because I'm sure there are others like him. But Nate will score off the charts in standardized tests. He was put into the gifted math program based on his standardized test scores. He reads at senior and high school's level reading. He always scores very, very highly in standardized tests, but he does not get good grades. He gets average grades. And I think that, he just doesn't really enjoy school, and he really does enjoy working with his hands. So I think that if he could really get into this welding thing, and he really loves it, he's really fallen in love with welding. If he really gets into this welding and metalworking thing, I mean, that could be something that he does as a career and maybe even artistically, because he does have some good artistic talent. Some of his drawings and stuff are very good. Surprisingly good. Like, as his mother, I was like, you drew that? He's like, yeah. Wow, you did really good. I have no artistic bone in my body. Yeah, exactly. Being a welder can be a good career, and that might be something that he wants to consider. Definitely. Definitely. But all right, you guys, I am going to get going a little bit early because I'm hotter than heck. I've got my door to my craft room closed. And the air conditioning is not probably because I've got too much crap piled up over the vent in this room, that I'm not getting any air conditioning in here, and I am absolutely dying. I'm like sweating like a what in church. But I thank all of you for coming, and remember to look out for details of the Mingle in the Mitten retreat that will take place May 2nd through 5th, 2024, hosted by myself and Mindy. I hope that you guys will be able to register and attend. It's going to be great, great fun, and we'll have more details out to you very, very soon. So thank you guys all so much for spending your Saturday night with me. I had a great time chatting with everyone. Thanks again to Sean and Chris and Cal and Karen for the card. I know you guys were here, and good night to everybody. I love you all. All right. Bye, guys.